Today we're showing how to install our front coil springs for the Jeep Wrangler. The kit comes with instructions and 2 coil springs. Here's a look at the tools needed to replace the springs. First, we have a heavy-duty impact wrench and a heavy-duty 21mm short socket, a heavy-duty 18mm deep socket, and a heavy-duty short extension. Next, we have an 18mm open-end wrench, a 21mm open-end wrench, and a heavy-duty torque wrench. And we'll also need a floor jack to support the axle. We have the heavy-duty 18mm deep socket and the heavy-duty short extension mounted on the torque wrench to pre-loosen the lug nuts. Next, lift the vehicle slightly off the ground. We're using the 18mm deep socket and extension on the torque wrench again to loosen the lug nuts. And here we have the 18mm socket and extension mounted on the impact to finish removing the lug nuts. Now we can remove the wheel. Here, we'll be using the 18mm wrench along with the deep 18mm socket on the impact wrench to remove the sway bar end link mounting bolt. Remove the nut and the spacer, and then the sway bar end link. Now we need to support the axle with the floor jack. We're using the 18mm wrench along with the deep 18mm socket on the impact wrench again to remove the lower shock mounting bolt. First, we remove the nut and then the bolt. Once again, we'll be using the 18mm wrench along with the deep 18mm socket on the impact wrench to remove the upper control arm mounting bolt. There's the nut and the bolt. Now we have the 21mm open-end wrench and the heavy-duty 21mm socket on the impact wrench to remove the lower control arm bolt. First the nut, then the bolt. Now we can slowly lower the floor jack and remove the coil spring, along with the factory rubber spring isolator. Here's a look at the new spring for Maxpeedingrods. Replace the spring isolator and install the new coil spring. Now lift the front axle with the floor jack. And we're using the deep 18mm socket on the impact wrench to install the upper control arm bolt, and then install the nut. We're using the 18mm wrench along with the deep 18mm socket on the impact to tighten the upper control arm nut and bolt. Now we have the deep 18mm socket on the torque wrench to torque the upper control arm bolt and nut to 102 Newton meters or 75 foot-pounds. Next, we'll install the lower control arm bolt and the nut. And we'll use a 21mm open-end wrench and heavy-duty 21mm socket on the impact wrench to tighten the lower control arm bolt. Now, we have the 21mm socket on the torque wrench to torque the lower control arm bolt and nut to 102 Newton meters or 75 foot-pounds. Next, let's align the lower shock mounting holes. Install the shock bolt and the nut. We're using the 18mm wrench along with a deep 18mm socket on the impact to tighten the lower shock mounting bolt. And now we have the 18mm deep socket on the torque wrench, and we're going to torque the lower shock bolt and nut to 70 Newton meters or 52 foot-pounds. Now we can install the sway bar end link and the spacer and the nut. We'll use the 18mm wrench along with the deep 18mm socket on the impact to tighten the sway bar end link bolt and nut. And then the 18mm deep socket on the torque wrench to torque the sway bar end link bolt and nut to 85 Newton meters or 63 foot-pounds. Now we can lower the floor jack and move it out of the way and reinstall the wheel. We'll start threading the lug nuts by hand with the 18mm socket. And now we have the 18mm socket and extension mounted on the impact to finish installing the lug nuts. Next, lower the vehicle back onto the ground. And finally, we have the 18mm socket and extension mounted on the torque wrench to finish torquing the lug nuts to 150 Newton meters or 111 foot-pounds.